Hello and welcome to digital classes on YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. I'm Mrs. Paul and this lecture is for the students of class 11th. We have started a lesson in prose, the portrait of a lady, and we have done the first paragraph. Now today we will do the second paragraph. The author says she had, here she means or she refers to his grandmother. She had always been short and fat and slightly bent. Bent means because of age, due to age, she couldn't be very straight, so she had a bent posture. Her face was a crisscross of wrinkles running from everywhere to everywhere. No, we were certain that she had always been as we had known her, old, so terribly old that she could not have grown older. What is he saying? He is saying that her face was a crisscross of wrinkles. There were so many wrinkles. She had a wrinkled face and there was a crisscross of wrinkles running everywhere. Means each and every part of the face was covered with wrinkles because she was very old. And he says, no, I don't think so. Everybody was very certain that ever since we have seen her, she was this terribly old and had stayed at the same age for 20 years. She could never have been pretty. Why? Because it was hard for him to believe whatever memories he had of his very childhood. He remembers still that he had seen his grandmother without any change and she has been like that for 20 years. So he's saying it was hard for him to believe that she had been pretty, but she was always beautiful. She hobbled about the house in spotless white. Hobbled means walking limpingly or walking with having difficulty in walking. So she walked in the house and she always wore white spotless clothes. With one hand resting on her waist. One hand she used to keep on her waist in order to support and balance her bent body, the stoop of her body, and the other telling the beads of the rosary. She always used to carry a rosary in her hand and she always used to chant prayers on that rosary, counting the beads. So this was her regular daily pattern and she was doing it all the time. She was constantly reading the beads of her rosary. Her silver locks, silver means white and lock means hair, were scattered. Scattered means they were spread all over her face untidily. Untidily means not tied up in a neat manner. And over her pale and puckered face. Puckered again means her wrinkled face, and pale because due to age her face had become pale and yellow. And her lips constantly moved on inaudible prayer. Moved on in inaudible prayer. That is, she was always chanting the prayers which were not audible. Inaudible here means something which could not be heard. So she was chanting words of prayers, but that could not be heard to other people. People could only see her lips moving. Yes, she was beautiful. She was like the winter landscape in the mountains. Why is he calling his grandmother as the winter landscape? Because landscape in the mountains, an expanse of pure white serenity, breathing peace and contentment. Now let's just go back to the whole line once again. Yes, she was beautiful. She was like the winter landscape in the mountains. First of all, in this paragraph he has told us that her hair were white and she dressed herself in pure white spotless clothes. So her hair was white, her hair were white, she wore white clothes and had a very calm and beautiful and serene face. So altogether, as a child, he could draw a picturesque imagination of his grandmother, saying that she was an expanse of pure white serenity, breathing peace and contentment. Now, I will ask you to write the detailed explanation of the lines in the following manner. Please note it down. An expanse of pure white serenity means it refers to the calm, peaceful and serene character and the conduct of the author's grandmother. She is compared to a peaceful winter landscape in the mountains. She almost looked like a snow-covered mountain. This is what it exactly means. She looked like a snow-covered mountain in her silvery hair and spotless white clothes. So this is the explanation of the second paragraph of the lesson, children. I will meet you all in my next video very soon. Up till then, keep studying, and if you have any doubts, please ask me on the WhatsApp group. We will meet soon in my next video. Up till then, goodbye, children.